Hi Leo, welcome to your monthly Tarotscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I would be eternally grateful for it. If you are already a continued subby, I love you so much. Thank you so much for all of your continued support. It really does mean the world. If you want to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the email address below. And before we start, I would like to bless all of my decks with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us on our path to our highest vibrational good. And I say us because, as many of you know, I am a Leo ascendant, so this will be relevant for me as well. So let's see what our actions and our interactions with the world at large have to say for the month of September 2018. Ah, beautiful, yeah. Okay, so interestingly enough, the star card actually represents the sign of Aquarius, but in terms of your actions and your interactions, this is kind of, it's not even like the words get out of jail free card are actually probably a really poor choice of words. Your actions and your interactions with the world at large, it's what you do, it's your business steps, it's your you know, your networking, all of that sort of stuff. And this card has links to networking because it's linked to Aquarius. But this kind of says to me that it's almost like you've got the golden tongue or the golden hand, you know, you've got the Midas touch this month. You know, your actions are blessed. When you see the star card, it's about hope, it's about the knowledge that anything that you put your hand to, that you put your mind and your effort into, can become something really, really strong, really beautiful or really profound. This is basically saying that your actions are blessed this month. It's like, it's not that you can't put a foot out of line, you know, don't get crazy or reckless and start doing, you know, mental insane shit, but it's kind of saying to you that, you know, if you've got your eye on a specific job, this can be the month that you get it. If you've got your eye on a you know, on a project, or if you've got a project that you've been working on for some time already, September is going to see it launch, and it's going to see it launch. For those of you that have got websites coming out in September, for those of you that are launching a business in September, for those of you that are launching anything that is the start of it or the first steps, if you make them this month, they are absolutely blessed. The star card is about a glimpse into the future, but it's the kind of glimpse into the future that comes after, you know, you've done the work, you've put the effort in, you've been thinking about it, you've applied yourself more than you've ever applied yourself, and you have that moment where you're like, oh, you know, I've put in all of this work and all of this effort. The star card pops up after all of that effort, and it just gives you that glimpse into the future to say, it's all been worth it, it's all been for a reason, and you're making it. This month it becomes manifest. This month you manifest a blessing, you know, a wish, a dream, something that you've wanted to see come into being. This month makes itself known. This is a great month. If you've got any job interviews, if you've got any meetings around businesses or anything like that, this is the month to do it. For those of you that have websites and stuff that you want to launch, this is the month to do it. And it says that the results are brilliant. They're really long standing. So lovely, absolutely lovely. Money and materials for the month of money and materials for the month of September. So you've had, oh, okay. I was going to say one card, but two cards have popped out. So let's go with it then. Page of Pentacles. This is great. Any ideas that you have this month, any projects or personal projects, like, so this could be like a hobby that you turn into a business. It's about anything that you do in a small way that starts to become lucrative. This is the month where you start to put you know, pen to paper is not even enough of the, this is the month where you start to put things into practice. This is the month where you start to actually do things. For those of you that are thinking about starting a business, those of you that are thinking about launching a website, this is the month to do it. For those of you that are just putting the finishing touches on a project, this is the month for you to launch it. Your money looks blessed this month, and it looks like it's going to be you know, usually they say like a slow burner. because you've got the Lovers card there as well, which is about commitment. And the Lovers card is about it's about choice for sure, represents the sign of Gemini, but it's about communication, it's about social interaction, but ultimately the Lovers is about love, and therefore it's about commitment, it's about choosing, about being conscious and vocal about what you choose to commit yourself. And it looks like this month you're committing yourself to a business, you're committing yourself to an idea, to a project that you have that you want to bring into fruition. And this is absolutely stunning, because when you look at the Lovers card, see the angel there? That's the Archangel Raphael, and it talks about a blessed union. So the business idea, the job that you start, the website that you launch, any of this stuff is really blessed this month. It looks like a brilliant month. And when I say it's going to be a slow burner, what I mean is you might not necessarily see it all in one massive lump sum, but it's going to start and it will just grow and grow and grow and grow. And before you know it, it's just going to be there. You know, you'll be looking around saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe all of this is coming my way. I can't believe all of this is happening for me. And I, for one, you know, I'm really, really chuffed about that message. It's amazing. You know, let's see what the month brings us. Looks like it's going to be awesome. Let's bring that out. Okay, so our communications with the world at large. This is all of our communications. Get the Three of Cups, beautiful. So this is going to be a month for reunions for a lot of us. Now, the interesting thing is obviously under the retrograde period that we had, and you know, all of the planets retrograde and stuff in September, a lot of that energy eases off. Mercury goes direct, Mars goes direct, you know, Jupiter's already going direct. It was already going direct. I think it's out of shadow as well. So we've got, you know, three of the big players that are going to be adding energy to that. And you know, and that's obviously kind of, that period is gone. So this is, in terms of your communications, I would not be surprised if you get messages, letters, especially like physical letters from people that you used to know, from people that you used to work with. It looks to me like some kind of a blessing in terms of your finances coming as well. For some of you, this could be like a, maybe not necessarily a rebate, but it might be something that somebody's put away for you and totally forgotten about, or something that you invested like in, it gives you a bit of a dividend. You're getting communication this month of a reunion. So for some of you, this is going to be about people. For some of you, this is going to be somebody that comes back from the past and says, oh my gosh, like, do you remember all the time we used to spend together? I've got two friends in particular that I don't speak to anymore at all. Which for me is really gutting, because, you know, I'm sun sign Aquarius, so friends that mean a lot to me, and friends mean a lot to anybody anyway, especially a Leo, because you guys are so loyal. And yeah, you know, I don't speak to them anymore. What my original point was, it would be that sort of person, the sort of person that you once were really close to but no longer see or no longer live near. These are the types of people that are going to be coming back into your life, because the Three of Cups is reunions. It's about, also, I would say to you as well, what with the Lovers card there and the Page of Pentacles, some of you are going to be hearing about a birth, and this baby is going to be born in September. This will be a Virgo baby. So that's really interesting and really exciting as well. You know, communications is going to be all about hearing about new births, friends coming back into the fold that you didn't think you might ever speak to again, or people that moved a really far distance who suddenly come back into your life. Really, really exciting, really exciting. So then we've got the Heart and the Half sector, which is your emotions. So boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and you get the Seven of Pentacles. So this has got quite a seriously good amount of energy, this reading as well. It's interesting because, so for those of you that are coupled, this is kind of saying to you, it's about the longevity. You're going to be looking ahead to your future. So you're going to be looking at your partner and you're going to be thinking, you know what? It's this person. It's like a renewed commitment. It's like a renewed sense of happiness in your relationship. For those of you that are coupled, I almost feel like you're saying to yourself and to your partner, like, yeah, you know what? we're on this journey together, and it's going to be us, because this is about cultivating something for the future. It's about taking your time with it. It's about being invested in it. So for those of you that are coupled, this is about being invested in your future and invested in your relationship for its future and for your future and for your partners. For those of you that are single, you're now nearing the end of this period. You've done enough of the waiting, you've done enough of the patience, you've done enough of the making decisions. And what I really feel from this as well is, for a lot of you single Leos, this is kind of saying you've taken the time to be selective. It's like you've taken the time, and I say this to everybody, if you want to put out to the universe what type of partner you want, don't ask for a specific person. Ask for qualities or qualities or understandings or attributes in the sort of person that you want to be with, and then let the universe send you the type of person that it is. I feel like a lot of you single Leos have done that. You've really put the work and the effort in on saying to yourself, this is the sort of person that I want, now send them to me. And this will be the month where, you know, that waiting is actually going to pay off. The Seven of Pentacles for me always says, yes, it's going to take its time, but yes, it will absolutely be delivered. So, doing things slightly differently this month, and from here on in, let me know what you think of the new format. And basically, the first week of September, you get the Emperor. I was going to say the elephant. You get the Emperor, and the Emperor is all about commitment, but it's also about institutions. So this can be it can be schools, it can be places that you study at, so schools, universities, it can be hospitals, you know, law houses, all of those things. Like, it's like an institution within the society. It also represents the sign of Aries, so this is about what you choose to do, what you choose to commit to, and you know, it falls right underneath the star card. So you've got Aquarius and Aries there, but you've got the star card, which is the hope and the glimpse into the future of what you're going to have. And then in the first week of September, this is about you putting things into practice. This is about you practicing what you preach. It's about saying, right, okay, I said I was going to do this, and now I'm going to do it. It's like you go for something, you know, you're really focused and you're really honed in on manifesting something, but on actually doing something that you said you were going to do. The second week, oh, beautiful. I mean, look at that. Victory, success. You get the Chariot card. Victory, success. It looks like the second week is going to be really fast. In fact, it's looking to shape up so far, actually, that a lot of this month is going to be like, woo, 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 woo. It's going to be like stop, start, stop, start. And I don't mean stop, start as in, you know, things are going to hold. I just mean there's going to be so much movement that happens, but those it will be like bursts of movements. So you have like 4 days like that just disappear, and then like a day or two where you're like, whew, okay, catch my breath, and then it will be like 5 days and then stop, another 2 days, relax. You know, it's going to be like that stop start sort of energy. The second week of September sees you having some sort of achievement or some sort of victory, and it also sees you, you know, gaining some kind of material success, especially under this. You know, it's actually really exciting. It looks like you have some really good news to come, and it looks like you actually win out over a lot of candidates. You know, that's what it feels like to me here. It's like you know, there's a lot of you know, there's a lot of people that it could have been, but it ends up being you. You know, you're the person that is chosen. So the third week of September, you've got the Lovers card again. Look at that. So this is about you being committed to something and saying, right, this is what I love, this is what I want to do. On the third week of September, you're not only making a choice, but you're choosing to really commit yourself to something. You know, it's like you put things into practice in the first week. You know, you have a small amount of success, or a decent amount of success in the third week, and then second week, and then in the third week you start to say to yourself, right, okay, this is the way that I'm going, this is what I want to commit to. And it also says that whether you're single or whether you're coupled, the third week of September, love just seems to blossom and flow in everything that you do, which is, you know, it's wonderful. That's what we're here for as human beings, right? Okay, and then finally the 4th week of September, you get the Magician card. Look at that, absolutely stunning. And this kind of says that everything that you do in September, everything that you experience, all the things that you go through, it all culminates in September, in the 4th week of September. By the 4th week of September, you will have manifested something truly remarkable. In fact, you will look back on this month, and I think the only other sign that had this sort of energy was Taurus, which is interesting, fixed earth, and we're fixed fire. You know, the Magician card it's about elevating, it's about taking that step up, it's about becoming a master at something, it's about moving to the height or the peak of your game, but it's also about your will be done. You know, he aligns his will with the wand pointing upwards. He's aligning his own will with the divine will in order to co-create his destiny and make something manifest. So the 4th week of September, Leo, something culminates and coalesces into something amazing, into something real. And I think you're going to look back at this whole month and say to yourself, how on earth was I able to create or do or have or gain or sustain all of that? It looks like an amazing month, full of love, full of happiness, full of reunions, bright happy times, you know, lots and lots of laughter. I'm getting pictures of me and one of my old friends, just, you know, we used to laugh to the point where my stomach and my cheeks would hurt, like literally, and I would have tears pouring down the sides of my face because we were laughing so hard. That's the image that I'm being shown. This month you're going to laugh hard, laugh to your belly. You're going to feel the love, you will see the opportunities. Everything that you do this month is blessed, and it's blessed not just from the universe but from your own efforts. Really amazing month, Leo. And your final key to the month, you get the Judgment card. Yeah, there's definitely someone coming back into the life. Someone coming into the life, someone coming back into the fold in your life. The Judgment card always precedes massive changes, absolutely. But I see this card very much as a Mercury retrograde energy. But this, to me, when you see the Judgment card, it's always a person. It's a person that comes back into your life. They shake things up, they bring you messages, they remind you of who you are, all of that sort of stuff. And this, for me, is just like the icing on the cake. In fact, apart from the Emperor, the Judgment card brings you the fire that you need, because you've got earth, you've got air, you've got water. You know, you've got all 4 of the elements here now, and it looks like they're all balanced. You know, those are the 4 objects on the table of the Magician. Leo, I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Have an amazing month, and I will see you very soon for more videos. Take care.